but a defense of their rights as Englishmen. The slogan spread rapidly: no taxation without representation. Grenville countered with the idea of virtual representation, the claim that members of Parliament represented all British subjects, whether they voted or not. Few in America accepted this argument, and even in Britain it had powerful critics. One of the most influential opponents of the Stamp Act was William Pitt the Elder, a former Prime Minister and national hero. In Parliament, he delivered a blistering attack. He asked who represented the American in the House of Commons. Not the counties, not the boroughs. Many members represented towns they had never even seen. If taxation required consent, then Parliament had crossed a dangerous line. In America, resistance hardened. Colonial assemblies passed resolutions condemning the act. In Virginia, a fiery young lawyer named Patrick Henry introduced radical proposals asserting that only colonial legislatures had the right to tax their people. The debates were fierce. Some applauded Henry, others warned he was going too far. Among those watching closely was a quiet, brilliant 22-year-old named Thomas Jefferson. As 1765 unfolded, resistance moved from words to action. Stamp collectors were harassed, threatened, and attacked. Some were beaten by mobs, others were forced to resign. Tax documents were destroyed. Effigies of royal officials were burned in the streets. Liberty trees became symbols of defiance. Meanwhile, delegates from 9 colonies met in New York and drafted petitions to King George III and Parliament, affirming loyalty but firmly rejecting taxation without consent. Merchants organized boycotts of British goods. The economic pressure worked. In 1766, Parliament repealed the Stamp Act and Sugar Act under a new Prime Minister, Lord Rockingham. Celebrations erupted across the colonies, but victory came with a warning. On the same day the taxes were repealed, Parliament passed the Declaratory Act, asserting its absolute authority over the colonies in all cases whatsoever. The storm had passed, but the sky was far from clear. In 1767, Parliament tried again. The Townshend Acts placed duties on imported goods like glass, paper, paint, lead, and tea. Once again, colonial resistance flared. Boycotts resumed. Officials were harassed.